Let's talk books unscripted. How's it going tonight?
Hello. We are live. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can hear myself on his phone.
All right, we're good now.
We are having Liquid Death, which kind of looks like a beer can, but it's actually sparkling water.
Hey, Mindy.
Hey, Mindy. If you've ever had this, they have different flavors. This is a cherry one, and it's quite tasty.
It's called Cherry Obituary.
It's yummier than just plain water, I guess, I think.
If you're looking for a new sparkling water to try this out. It is a little more expensive,
but it is yummy.
But it's probably one of the more flavorful ones you can buy.
Yes.
Because they do have a little bit, it does have a little bit of agave nectar in it, so it is a little sweeter than most sparkling waters. And it's really
delicious.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give it a whirl.
Yeah.
It's pretty brilliant marketing.
Yep.
But it's
it's like a really cool.
People
can.
see it and say, "What are you drinking?" Oh, it's just
not
sparkling water. It's just sparkling water.
But hopefully you're having a good Monday. Had a good weekend. We had a pretty good weekend. We spent some time outside. It was nice here in Wisconsin.
Nice. We had a nice weekend.
Nice for the most part. It was kind of windy on Saturday, but sunny.
Hey, Mary. Oh,
hey, Mary.
Mary's on. Good to see ya.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for coming on. But yeah, we had a nice weekend. Now it's Monday again.
Yep. Another week. More reading, hopefully. Hopefully you're all going to get ample time to read this week. I had a post on Instagram just asking what people are currently reading. I mean, we do that when we come on for our weekly reading updates that actually we don't post here, but we post on Instagram and TikTok. So we like to check in with people that way. We do that on Thursdays, but
what are people reading?
Lots of different things. I had lots of comments, so I honestly couldn't tell you all of them, but I had lots of comments. Somebody said The Unworthy, actually, which you're barely into. I think a couple people, or maybe one person said Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Somebody said Sunrise on the Reaping. I've also read that one recently. There were a lot of comments. So I was glad to hear it.
I like it.
Yeah. So what do we got going for tonight? We have we're actually going to do 2 featured books. Because, we didn't really necessarily have a lot to talk about tonight. Interesting facts about space. Okay. Ooh. Thank you for sharing. If anybody else wants to share what their current read or reads are in the comments, let us know.
Yeah.
We're always both reading multiple things. I'm always reading more than he is, but
why don't we start by showing the one book we're both reading?
Yes.
Because it's for our virtual book club, and we are less than 2 weeks away.
Yes.
Until the meeting. So it's 2 weeks from yesterday. So 13 more days to go. If you are reading this book with us for our virtual book club, let us know how you're doing on it. It's this one again, Death of the Author. You can see our bookmarks. Mine's the yellow one. Katie's is the pink one.
It's the aardvark bookmark.
So
I'm more than halfway.
Are you about more than halfway through?
Just over halfway through now. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really liking it a lot. So I don't know if you're at a point where you are saying officially that you like it or you're not sure how you feel about it, but I actually really like it.
I enjoy it. I think
it's not fast-paced by any means, but I feel like it's a good pace. Like, it doesn't feel slow to me, but it's still not like a edge-of-your-seat thriller or anything, because it's not a thriller, but... Okay, awesome. I haven't heard of the
Val
second
Kilmer,
one, but Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was good.
Yeah, I'm so sad about Val Kilmer.
Oh, it's his biography?
Yeah.
Did it just come out recently?
I think I don't know, it must be having just a resurgence right now after his passing. Top Gun's one of my favorite movies, so I really like Val. Even though he's not a very nice guy in that movie, but he comes around.
2020, okay.
He comes around. So yeah,
semi-recently
I think it's just kind of having a resurgence right now after that, but...
But anyone else, let us know what you're
reading. Anyone else reading this?
You're reading this with us.
So 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away, so there is still time. And...
They categorize it as sci-fi, but also... I don't know what else they say for the genre. You love Willow in this book? Because I feel like, I don't know if I've happened upon or is that what you're reading? Is there a book called I Love Willow, or are you talking about in the book? Let us know. Because I'll say I don't think I've met a character named Willow yet. So maybe it's later.
Yeah, it's good. It's good so far.
Yeah.
Because it's a, if you don't know, it's a book within a book.
Well, there's like, yeah, there are chapters where it's from, the book that she wrote.
Yeah. The movie with Val Kilmer. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been in so many movies. I couldn't believe it, how many movies he's been in.
Yeah. I haven't
like I forgot
seen them all, but
I forgot like he was Batman.
Yeah. And then in Top Gun.
And then he was in the second Top Gun too.
Yeah.
But he's been in a lot of movies, like a ton. Some I never even heard of.
Yeah. Okay. Salt to the Sea. All right.
Oh, cool.
For those of you who didn't catch the comment
I
right away.
appreciate all the suggestions.
Yes, and letting us know what you are
something to look
currently
into.
reading and enjoying.
So that's what we're both currently reading right now. Obviously, I'm reading one more, and Katie's reading a bunch more books.
Other things.
But this is kind of our main book right now, because with book club, you can't not read. I mean, you cannot read it, but
no, I did do that. For whatever month that was.
you kind of need to finish it.
Yeah, but I finished my in-person one for this month, so I read that one ahead and got it done, and I enjoyed it. And then I'm very much enjoying that one. So hopefully I don't think I will be down to the wire with it now that I'm over the 50% mark. But hopefully you're not last minute finishing it up.
We'll see. We'll see. I need to get a nice groove in.
Yes.
So I figured I needed to read like 25 or 30.
I don't think you're doing that.
25 or
you're gonna
30
need to read more
pages
than that
a day
on some days coming up here
to finish it up. Yeah, we'll see. There are days where I'm just more locked in.
Yeah.
It wasn't not today though.
No.
I got a little bit of a headache. I don't know why.
So you probably won't be able to read much when we're off of here either.
It's hard to focus on reading when you have a headache.
Yep, that's very true.
It's hard to focus on anything.
Yeah. But we're still here, so maybe we won't talk for an entire hour.
I can focus on you guys still.
Well, let's talk about our featured books. We're going to talk about 2 tonight. And these were ones that Corey just randomly pulled off the shelf. This one is called Wandering Stars by Tommy Orange. So this is, I think, actually technically a sequel, it seems like, to There There, his book There There. We have not read either of them yet, so let us know if you have read these. Hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly. We do own both of them, though.
This book is actually still available through Aardvark, by the way. So we did not get it through Aardvark. We ended up getting this one at a thrift store, and it was like super cheap and in like really, really good shape. So this is not an Aardvark copy, but you can get it through them if you are interested. It's got a really cool cover. But this falls into...
Oh, Mindy liked both.
Oh, okay, great. This is historical fiction, and what else did you see it as when you looked it up on Aardvark? Historical fiction for sure. It takes place in the 1800s. In Colorado. It says Star, a young survivor of the Sand Creek.
They called it literary fiction.
Okay. Star, a young survivor of the Sand Creek massacre, is brought to the Fort Marion prison castle, where he is forced to learn English and practice Christianity by Richard Henry Pratt, an evangelical prison guard who will go on to found the Carlisle Indian Industrial School, an institution dedicated to the eradication of Native history, culture, and identity. So it seems like it'd be a pretty heavy, story. And I think Mindy, you said you read it, so maybe you can speak to what the overall vibe is, and if it's a slower paced book or what have you. But I don't know, these books have been on my radar for a while. I don't know for sure when I will read them, but have heard good things about both There There and Wandering Stars. It looks like the chapters are, not all of them.
Shortish.
Some are a little bit on the longer side.
That's all right.
But it seems like it would be a really interesting read and like a very
it does sound good. We both had to kind of read the synopsis before we came on here.
Yeah, so I was like, what is it about again?
To know what we're talking about, but it's medium pace medium pace. That's good. That's kind of my pacing. I like the medium pace.
Medium pace. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, How long is it? Not overly long.
Yeah.
A little over 300 pages.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice looking book.
It really is.
So it is available through Aardvark still if you want to pick it up through
Through
there.
them. Yeah, we did check about
which
that.
is nice. Death of the Author is also still on there as well.
And then secondly, this one has been on my shelf for far too long. And I've definitely read books by her, just not this one yet. This is Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I mean, there hasn't, all of the books I have.
TJR,
Yeah.
as we call her.
Yes, TJR, you can call her that too. For short, yeah, shortening that. I love the, like the letters, how they're shining. That's kind of fun. Anyway, everything I have read by her so far, I have enjoyed. I would say the one that I was kind of about was Malibu Rising, but I still didn't dislike it. But otherwise, yeah, I've loved everything. The Love Shack by Lori Foster. Okay, I haven't heard of that one before. It's fun to hear of new to us books.
Yes.
This particular copy is really cool too. It has like we need to remember what these pages are called. They're like, somebody tell me, because it's like they're weird, like a weird texture on the edges here. It's like, and you can't feel it obviously from where you're at, but maybe you can see it. I don't know. What they look
someone
like?
knows what they're called.
But they're cool.
I always forget. I feel like we've looked it up before and I already forgot.
Yeah. So this book is very sports heavy, as she is a tennis player, and let's see, it takes place in the 80s, does it? Or it's over
No, like in the 60s, I think.
No, there was a chapter that just said 1980 something, so it probably time hops. 1979. Okay. Yeah, I think it spans over time.
Okay.
But if anybody, I missed that comment. If anybody's read this one, let us know. But yeah, I've heard really mostly good things.
Mary said they're called deckled edges.
Okay.
She had to look it up.
There we go. Yeah, because I was like, I can't think of it. It's
Deckled?
crazy.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Deckled.
But yeah, so Daisy Jones and the Six by this author is like one of my favorite books ever. Not just of her books specifically, but favorite books ever. But yeah, I have heard really good things about this one in particular.
Yeah,
I know there's people who don't.
This one looks
didn't
decent.
like it, but I have heard mostly good things.
This one looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
You probably have to be interested a little bit in tennis.
I mean, I'm like,
I kind of see it. I kind of see it as like
so much as an author that
I kind of see it as like the movie Rocky, but with tennis. Because she comes back.
See, it starts in 1994, so it does.
It does kind of go back and
jump around. It seems like.
Okay.
Yep.
Because she was a tennis player, and then she retires, and then she comes out of retirement when she's in. She's in 37, which is our age.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
If you didn't know this, and some of you watching, Carrie Soto has a lot of tennis. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you love Daisy Jones too. If you didn't know this, Carrie Soto is a character that is actually introduced in Malibu Rising.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So this isn't like a sequel or anything to Malibu Rising. They're still standalones, but like there are some like crossover characters.
Yeah. I see.
And I think also with one of her, it was like an Amazon special like audiobook that I listened to that I think may have had like another character that is referenced in Malibu Rising or this one, something like that. But so there's a little bit of a connection.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So that's our second featured book of the day.
Yeah, they have
if
nothing
you've
to
read
do with each other, but just two random books that, pulled off of our
pulled off the
giant
shelf. Yeah. So
our giant collection.
If you've read either of these books,
Yep.
we have not read them.
Nope.
Yeah, so fun fact we wanted to share. So we've been talking about this for a long time, and we finally did it. If you follow us on any other social medias, you may know what we're talking about. But we finally counted all of our to-be-read books. So these are books that neither of us have read. So all the books we counted are books that we own.
Oh, yeah, Seven Husbands, too. That's right, Mindy. Thank you for the reminder. I was like, there was even another book. Because, yeah, I was remembering, like, a mention of Yeah, one of the other characters.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, she does have some some connections
cool. Like
there, even though they're not the same, or they don't follow the same, whatever. They're not sequels or whatever. But yeah, I forgot about that. So you were saying about
yeah. So we went through and we counted all the books that we own that neither of us have read. We wanted to do it for a while, so we finally did it. We made a little reel, and it was a pretty big number. I was a little surprised by the number.
Yeah, I think we might have said we might have shared on Beer and Books too. But if you didn't watch Beer and Books and you're watching now, and now since we're in live time,
you want to give a little guess?
You could guess. If you already know, then don't guess.
Yeah.
If you remember what we said in the reel, or if you watched Beer and Books,
it couldn't be counted if one of us has read it or if both of us have read it. So these are books that neither of us have read, but we do own. Mm-hmm. Like we have them in our house somewhere. A lot of them are back here, but they're also scattered all throughout the house. So there's a number. Yeah. It's our TBR. Mm-hmm. It's our TBR.
Our physical TBR.
Physical TBR.
It's not counting what I have on my Kindle.
So we finally counted how many books there are.
Audiobooks. So
whatever. Why don't you take a little guess? Mm-hmm. How many books you think it could possibly be?
Mm-hmm. That we still have yet to read.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
Appalled.
Not appalled.
Not appalled, was surprised.
Pleasantly appalled. Just kidding.
I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot, but yeah, I didn't.
I was just thinking, I had a different number in my mind. Okay. And it was about
300?
30% more than that.
Oh, what? More? What? Less. You mean less?
Than
what I told you?
Our real number, yeah.
Oh, okay. So. All right, well, we will tell you then if nobody has a guess.
I'll just stare at you guys until it happens.
No, we will not be doing that.
Well, let's share something else first before I say it.
Okay.
Because I want to have time. So some of you watching, I know you already have these because I've sent them to you before. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we've ever shown on here our stickers.
Yeah.
So we one of our more well-known reels was something called a book sandwich. Mm-hmm. And it was one of our more popular reels that we made. So we decided to make a sticker that Katie's brother designed for us of a book sandwich. Yep. And it's a sticker.
Yeah.
So if you can see that. So that's the book sandwich sticker. It's got 3 books. And then the toppings and the bread. So it's a book sandwich sticker. Yeah. So we do have these for sale on Etsy. They are $2.75 each, and with free shipping. So we do have the link in the description if you want to pick one up. I know some of you guys already have them, but I have a whole bag here of the book sandwich stickers. They're good for water bottles.
Yeah, laptops, Kindles, what have you.
It's a very high quality sticker, but
I don't know if people can see the back really, but they have like the split back, which is nice.
So they're pretty high quality. We've had them on water bottles and stuff. They've gone through the dishwasher. They're holding up pretty well. Yep. Very high quality. Our kids have them on theirs.
They have them on their water bottles. Yeah.
Yes, that is cheating. But
we'll tell you.
Thank you for asking. You already, we did share it on a couple different other platforms. But before we reveal though, we just wanted to bring up the book's sandwich sticker, just in case you've never seen. This is really the only merchandise we've ever had, but yeah, you love yours.
Yeah,
Mary?
You need a book lasagna one.
I know, the book lasagna sticker. That reel didn't do as well, so it doesn't deserve a sticker yet. Yeah. So if you want to grab one of those, it'd be great. It helps us out to be able to buy more books. All proceeds go to more books. Like, pretty much. All right.
If you want to support our book buying addiction or whatever we're
It's supporting a hobby.
That's true. And so we can continue to share books with.
It's supporting our hobby. I mean,
but the number is 415. That's how many books we have yet to read that we have in our house. It's a lot.
415.
Yep, it was more than I was.
And after we counted, we did get one more in the mail, so
Yeah,
it was
so like, oops,
416.
416.
So we're up to 416. I told Katie if we each read a book a day for a year, we wouldn't even get them all done.
Yeah, that's true.
We'd have to each read one book per day for a whole year, and it still wouldn't even get there.
Nope.
So we're set.
But we know we'll keep accumulating.
Like a book a week would take like how many years? Like 8 years.
Takes a long time.
It's not bad. So we're set. So we're gonna stop buying books now because we have enough.
Haha. Good joke.
Good one.
Good joke. April Fool's is done, but
It's a collection.
yeah.
We're still in the collecting. We still haven't made it to the library, the home library stage yet.
For our own books.
For our own
yes. We do technically have a home library if you count our children's books. Yes. Yep. All right. Well, what else? What are we doing? Are we already gonna do our guessing game? Because we didn't really have a whole lot to talk about tonight. We showed like a whole bunch of books that we just got recently. We did that for Beer and Books and for Let's Talk Books last week.
Yeah. We did reveal.
So we have no more book mail to show you.
We did reveal all of our Aardvark selections because we finally had all of them in hand on Friday. So you haven't watched our video from Friday, Beer and Books episode 15.
Yes.
That's where we reveal all of our Aardvark books for the month, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Buying books and reading
They
books.
Are two different
yes,
hobbies.
100,
they sure are. Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
One is, it's a lot easier to buy them or get them. Accumulate the books.
Accumulate them.
Yeah,
we have some people, and we just, try to shrug off the negative comments, of course, that do come through on Instagram especially, but people will be like, do you actually read any of your books?
Our cat's in the background.
There's Spot the kitty.
That's a rare appearance from our cat.
Just on the back of the couch.
He's never been in a video before.
Should try to grab him, but he probably won't let me.
You can still see him in the corner.
It'll be done.
Yeah.
If I try to grab him. That's Maverick.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have any
Maverick.
Have any reading buddies, furry.
Oh really?
Oh no! When did you order them?
Oh, because you're in Canada. Right?
Oh, well, I know, but that shouldn't take very long because it's based out of Canada.
I wonder if they ship from Canada.
I don't know. I wonder if they have two different shipping locations.
Yeah.
Because of course a ton of U.S. people order from them.
The cat is adorable.
Yeah. Like, see ya.
That was funny. You may never see him.
That may never happen again.
That was very rare. His name's Maverick because I like Top Gun, like I was just saying.
Yeah.
So he's dangerous, just like Maverick. His ego's writing checks his body can't cash.
Oh, a Siamese cat.
Oh, so his name's Smokey. Oh.
I like Siamese cats. They're really cool.
Siamese are cool.
Does anyone else have cats, dogs? Let us know in the comments.
We have 2 dogs as well.
You've seen George quite a bit, I think, in our reels. Okay, sure. Yeah, I was like, because I did think that they ship from the U.S., even though they are a Canadian company. So
are they still Canadian? I don't know.
But, I don't know.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, he's getting into a plant.
You ordered on the first? Yeah, mine took a while to come too. I ordered mine right away on the first, like you. So did Katie, and hers came last Monday, and then mine came last Friday. So I'm not really sure what happened, but it's all right. It's worth the wait.
Oh, 4 cats and a German Shepherd named Otis. Wow, you have a full house.
4 cats.
You would say 4 cats too many. No, it's fine. We like our cat just fine. He's more friendly than he used to be. I don't know. When we first got George, he was very afraid and like practically lived in the basement, and we felt really bad about that. Like he just wouldn't come upstairs.
Yeah.
He was terrified of our golden retriever. But now they're buddies, I think, for the most part. Or I mean, he just doesn't care.
He's been around.
He comes around more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the book collecting topic, one of the main comments we get a lot on social media from people is just about the library. And kind of suggesting that we should just go to the library instead. Why are you buying all these books and collecting
yes,
books?
We do get a lot of comments.
Books
like
are
that.
free at the library.
We're like, yes, we're well aware. Thank you.
And a lot of people say that comment. It's like, that's great. You know, we love the library. We love the library.
We do support the library.
We have a beautiful new library in our city.
They just renovated it.
And we actually we did a video early on in this series talking strictly about why we prefer to buy books
Yep.
and not go to the library.
Yep.
So I don't know if anyone feels that way. And the library's great. There's nothing wrong with going to the library, but for us, we
prefer to own our books.
we collect books.
Well, I don't want to give them back. I mean, just being completely honest, it's just like, I love that is a resource and that tons of people utilize it way more than we do. Because either they don't have the budget or they just don't want to spend the money on books and don't care about having them. But I like to have them. So, like, I don't want to give my book back.
Yeah. And I figure most people collect something. You know, if maybe it's shoes or
spoons
or
a spoon collection. I collected them
glass.
For a while, actually.
My sister collects glass.
Yeah, she looks like glass decorative
birds.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we collect books.
Yeah. So it's like, how is it any different than some of the other collections? So I don't know.
So that we get that comment quite a bit, and it gets a little annoying, honestly, sometimes, but it's all right. It's like we do go to the library. We don't we do both.
I come back with a comment like, I did just go to the library today, thank you. Yeah. we do both things, but that too, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing too is I don't always want to be on a time restriction.
Right. That's what she's getting at too. Is if you're a mood reader and then like you get something from the library and then like a couple days later you sit to read it and you're like, I'm actually not in the mood for this right now. So you want to be able to like have the freedom to read what you want when you want.
Yeah, it's almost
because then if you own the book, you can read it when you feel like it.
Yeah,
and then it's
and
there.
If you want to take a break
for
from it
you can take a break and you don't have to be like, oh shoot, I have to get this returned. So yeah. Yep. Same. I'm 100% too impatient. And a lot of people in my life know that about me. Yeah, that's very true.
That's a good one too. There are worse things to collect.
I don't need that negativity in my life when they say I have too many books or read too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
That's you don't need that.
But no, people in my life know that I am too impatient and will buy all the new releases or have my eye on a book and I'll buy it and I won't wait, especially my sister-in-law. And so she's just like, oh, well, Katie is another resource to the library so that I don't have to wait forever because I'll borrow it from her.
You don't need to go to the library when we are the library.
Exactly. We're an additional library.
We have people coming out of the woodworks. Can I borrow a book from you? It's like, well...
I'm fine with it, but I also get a little, like, when are you giving my book back?
Yeah.
Like, certain books.
We do like loaning out books,
we do like to do that.
It's also very scary.
But I'm also like, please give my book back.
We do have a stamp. Katie stamps the books inside, and it says from our home library.
Oh, I don't have this one stamped yet.
From the library.
Here, show one of these. This one for sure has it.
So just in case they ever wondering where it came from.
Here's my pretty stamp. It says from the library of Katie Holcomb. I have two of them actually. I have two different stamps. I know some people have like embossers, which are cool as well. But
we were making jokes that we could have like a 3-week checkup period, and there'll start being fees.
We got to give people longer
if you don't
than 3 weeks
return it.
because the standard time at the library is like a month, unless it's like from the lucky day table or whatever, where like you only get 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I'm saying 3 weeks is generous. Yeah, so that's something that's been.
I love using Libby though, like still talking about the library. That I utilize quite a bit for audiobooks. So if you are an audiobook listener, that's a great resource as well. So I use the library more for being able to listen to audiobooks for free than I use the library for checking out physical books. So I still appreciate, I have a library card, and so because I do, I'm able to use Libby and listen to audiobooks for free.
And what Katie will do is she'll read a book from the library, and then she'll love it.
And then I want it.
And then
so it's like, why didn't I just buy it to begin with?
You end up buying it anyways. Right. So like, why don't just buy it from the beginning?
Just buy it?
But I understand it makes sense. Some people don't have the space for books or just don't want to pay the money. That makes perfect sense. Yep. 100%. Agree with that. But for us, we just make space in our house. We had to reorganize our whole living room to fit this back there.
To be able to put that all together.
And now we have room in a different room for a new bookshelf.
Which we're going to need to get pretty soon here.
I've been looking a little bit on Marketplace.
We need like a tall, slender, but that's why we'd want it to be tall so it can still hold quite a few.
But we have a very specific decorating style. So we live in a very old house. Our house is nearing 100 years old. So I'm looking for something period. I don't know. This one's from the 50s, so it doesn't really fit exactly period, but just something that matches the aesthetic.
For sure.
We have a mix of like antique, but also industrial.
Yeah.
Like metal meets wood.
Yeah. So something like that.
I'm a little picky about what I'm looking for.
We don't love the look of like the books lying horizontally. Okay, you'll watch the rest tomorrow.
Good night,
Bye,
Mary.
Mary. Thanks for tuning in. We don't like the look of the books being horizontal on top of our other books there. Same as a book. There you go.
Oh wow!
I love it.
Yeah, way to go. That's yes.
Yeah, an interesting way to look at the comparison there. Yeah.
Yes.
Reading is definitely a better habit than smoking, so good for you for kicking that.
It does. Yes. So it's a good hobby. Collecting books is a great hobby. If you're gonna collect something, why not collect books?
Yes.
Because we don't collect anything else.
Yeah, we really don't. I'm not a shoe person. I'm not a purse person. I don't know.
I used to collect houseplants, but they require too much effort. So I narrowed my collection down to like 20 houseplants, and I'm set.
But we obviously like the outdoor stuff. He likes to garden outdoors, which is nice.
That's true. But I don't. Is that a collection? Maybe. Is a garden a collection? Maybe it's a collection of flowers.
I guess.
You're right.
Sure.
We'll call it a collection. So, we obviously don't collect money because we spend it on books. Lego sets. Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That's fun.
Our son would like to hear that.
Our son likes the Lego.
Obsessed with Legos.
Do you have the little library Lego set? I love the
That would be really cool.
What's it called? The I Love Reading Lego set.
Yeah.
It's a little library with a ladder.
Yeah, that would be fun to have that one.
It was a set you could only get free from the Lego.com.
Okay.
And
that would be a fun one.
That is one I want to find.
That would be cool.
But I think it's like $79 or $80.
I'm sure it is. Some that are a lot more than that, too.
One of these, but it's a little set. It's like a little.
I still want to get one of the botanical flower ones. Speaking of gardening and plants, you can put those two interests together. But those are pretty cool, like the adult ones. That would probably take us a while to put together.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
That's that. That's the spiel on the library. I said to bring that up because
we have been getting a lot of
coming
comments about that.
It keeps coming up.
Yeah. All right, but let's do our guessing game. Because I think we've blabbed enough and we just don't have enough for an entire hour tonight, but that's okay.
The Harry Potter set's awesome.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah, Harry Potter. We saw at least one of them at the Lego store when we went to the Mall of America with our kids recently. So that was pretty cool. And they had one of the Harry Potter sets on display.
We went to the Mall of America, which was awesome. And there's a Lego store. I didn't realize it was so popular. You had to wait.
We had to wait in a giant line just to get into the
store.
You
had to wait in line.
They only allow a certain amount of people in there
to get into the store.
Yes, I have read The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I liked it a lot. Out of those 3 books, because those are her first books, I would say that the middle one is my favorite. So I think The Friend Zone is first, and then the second one is a pink book, and it's the Happy Ever After playlist, I think is what it's called. And then Life's Too Short is the last one. And my favorite was the middle pink book, but I did really, really like The Friend Zone. Yeah, I would recommend it.
You like all of her books.
I love all of her books.
So
there isn't a bad one in my opinion.
there's not a bad book. All right. So we're going to jump into our favorite game, everyone's favorite game, Guess That Book. We have 4 books. Katie found 4 books. So I will be guessing again this week, and you will be guessing.
Oh, you didn't look at them?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not look at them.
Okay, let's...
I didn't know if I was supposed to.
I thought we were going to both know about them, but because I picked
I have to go to my pictures. Yeah.
Or here.
So.
It's fine. Okay.
How do you think are they easy, hard? Are they
know.
gettable?
I think so, but we'll see. Hopefully I didn't make it too hard. But we'll start with the first one, okay?
Okay.
All right. A hilarious love story about a disillusioned divorcee who agrees to let her children play matchmaker. Columnist Anna Appleby has left her love life behind after a painful divorce. Who needs a man when she has 2 kids, a cat, and uncontested control of the TV remote? Besides, she'd rather be single than subject herself to the hell of online dating. But her office rival is vying for her column, and no column means no stable source of income. In a desperate attempt to keep her job, Anna finds herself pitching a unique angle. 7 dates, all found offline, chosen by her children. From awkward encounters to unexpected connections, Anna gamely begins to put herself out there, asking out waiters, the mailman, and even her celebrity crush. But when a romantic connection appears where she least expected it, will she be brave enough to take another chance on love? Does anyone know? Do you know?
Really? Mm-hmm. This is a book you've read, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, but I want to.
Do we own it?
Mm-hmm.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. And it's one that I definitely read the description to you a while back.
Yeah. It's ringing.
You know, it has a very interesting premise.
It's ringing a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got it?
Anybody? She's also, I'll give you a hint, she's also the author of the book called The Good Part, which I love.
Ah.
So I've read like 2 of her books so far, and I have all of her others. I just have yet to read them. She's a British author.
British. Mm-hmm. The Rule Book?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. But I do like that author too.
You do?
Sarah Adams.
Sarah Adams, yes.
Yep. Nope, this is by Sophie Cousins. And you've actually, you've sang the song before, that, like, the title of this book. I don't know if you can think of it. Is she really going out with him? It's a newer-ish book, so sorry for anybody, who was not getting it. But yeah, I really, really recommend The Good Part by her. And I've also heard this one's very good. It's a pink book.
Yeah.
And I have it from Book of the Month.
We have it somewhere back there?
Yep. Is she really going out with him? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it looks really good. Her kids basically, like, set her up on dates.
On dates?
Yeah, so it's like a second chance, second chance romance.
Does she fall for one of them, or?
I mean, I'm assuming so.
Or does she, like, ends up meeting someone who's not one of the setups, probably?
Well, probably that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Classic. Mm-hmm. It's a classic trope.
All right,
Trope
let's
is
try.
old as time.
Let's try another one. This is also one I have not read.
But we own it.
And we don't have this one.
We don't even have it. Oh dear.
Nope. All right. If you knew your future, would you try to fight fate? Aside from a delay, there will be no problems. The flight will be smooth. It will land safely. Everyone who gets on the plane will get off, but almost all of them will be forever changed. Because on this ordinary, short domestic flight, something extraordinary happens. People learn how and when they are going to die. For some, their death is far in the future, age 103, and they laugh. But for 6 passengers, their predicted deaths are not far away at all. How do they know this? There were ostensibly more interesting people on the flight. The bride and groom, the jittery, possibly famous woman, the giant Hemsworth-esque guy who looks like an off-duty superhero, the frazzled, gorgeous flight attendant, but none would become as famous as the death lady. Not a single passenger or crew member will later recall noticing her board the plane. She wasn't exceptionally... Oh, yep, here one moment.
Here one moment.
Yeah,
oh, good job, Mindy. Mindy's good at this game.
Have you read it, Mindy? And did you like it? because I'm curious about it. I've heard mixed reviews, and so that's why I haven't like run out to buy it. But I'm very interested in the premise.
Who's the author?
Leanne Moriarty, which I've read a couple of her books before. But
is this her new book?
Mm-hmm. It's her newest book. Yeah, here one moment. So,
okay.
Yeah, it looks really interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. I do.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
I do want to read it. All right, so good job.
That does sound good. Mindy's good at this game, I've known.
Here's the next one. This is one that I have read, and we own it. And I absolutely loved it. So
really?
It's a book rec right here for anyone who has
it's a rec.
Not read it. Okay. This is, I'm not going to say the first part because it's going to reveal the author. So,
Don't do that.
This author, a poignant story about the resilience of family, the importance of community, and the magic of middle school hockey. When Kyle gets word his father has suffered a debilitating stroke, he returns to his hometown of Potsdam, New York, where he doesn't expect a warm welcome. Kyle left suddenly 2.5 years ago, abandoning people who depended on him. His father, his employees, his friends, not to mention Casey, his wife of 16 years and a beloved teacher in town. He plans to lie low and help his dad recuperate until he can leave again, especially after Casey makes it clear she wants him gone. The longer he's home, the more Kyle understands the impact his departure has had on the people he left behind. When he's presented with an opportunity for redemption as the coach of the floundering middle school hockey team, he begins to find compassion in unexpected places. Kyle even considers staying in Potsdam, but that's only possible if he and Casey can come to some kind of peace with each other. Full of love and hope, this book takes an intimate look at both sides of a failed marriage and two people who must finally confront the awful pain of their past or risk being consumed by it.
Does it have a clever hockey title?
No.
It doesn't? It doesn't.
Nope. And I didn't say the last name of the person because it might be in the title.
Oh, really?
If that gives you a hint. It's a book I've talked nonstop about since the beginning of this year.
Oh, I see.
No pressure.
I see.
And yeah, maybe I haven't even recommended this book
Meet
enough.
the McRaes.
You have part of it correct. The McRaes is at the end of it, yes, but that's not what it's called. What happened to the McRaes?
What happened to McRaes? You're right.
Do you know the author? You can at least get the author right. No?
I do know it.
It's not coming to you right now.
I just can't say it.
Tracy Lang.
Tracy.
Yep.
I told you I wasn't locked into it.
Yeah, and she's. I've read all of her books.
What happened
so
to the
far.
McRaes?
What happened to the McRaes? So
okay.
She writes We Are the Brennans, and then she had one. What's the second one? Connolly's of County Down, and then now this one. What happened to the McRaes? And it was phenomenal. I cried.
I didn't know it was
so
hockey
good.
themed.
Yeah, you'll like it. Keep telling you to read it.
You never said it was hockey. It had like a hockey theme.
It doesn't have a hockey theme, but there's definitely hockey in it. Yeah.
I got it.
It's really good. So put it on your TBR.
There's your book rack.
If you don't already have it on there. Okay, I think we're on our last one now. All right. I've made these too difficult. She has his dead wife's heart. The one she wants is his. The author of a different book brings her signature prose to a twisty novel about a heart transplant patient who becomes romantically obsessed with her donor's husband. Rosie Lachlan wants nothing more than to find the one. A year after she was dumped in her wedding dress, she's working at her parents' bridal salon, anxious for a happy ending that can't come soon enough. After receiving a life-saving heart transplant, Rosie knows her
Mindy
health.
got it. I knew that. I knew
good
that
job,
one
Mindy.
as well.
You were getting it?
I did know that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Cross My Heart by Megan Collins.
I even knew the author. I knew that one.
And so I've read,
Mindy,
I've read
I had
that
it.
one.
Yes, because I remember reading that. That's a very interesting premise.
It's a good book.
I remember reading.
I flew through it.
I remember reading.
Yeah,
Carly got it too.
Yep.
That was an aardvark book.
Yep.
I did not see that one still available.
Uh-oh. Well.
Seemed like a popular choice.
Yeah. It was really good. Very twisty, very messed up.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah. I liked all the Taylor Swift references in it. She's definitely a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
The author.
And you read that one.
You read that one? Did you like it? I liked it. Oh, Carly, you liked it? Yeah. I felt like it was a pretty fast-paced you know,
Very
whatever they call it.
Very interesting.
It's a thriller, but
and kind of like what's
I
the
need to sneeze. What do you mean?
Obsession?
Yeah, it is categorized as a thriller, but they also call it like a romance / thriller. It's really weird. But
you liked it?
Yeah, you liked it. And yes, yeah, she becomes very obsessed. Another book that I feel like is somewhat similar. It doesn't have the heart transplant part of it. But it was also an aardvark pick, and I don't know if it's still available, but it was another one that I really liked called The Unraveling. That one's
that
very
one's
good
not
as well.
available
So
either.
it's not? Okay. So if you liked Cross My Heart, then there's another book rec for you, but I guess you can't get it through Aardvark anymore. But The Unraveling by V.
Keeland?
Yeah, it's like V-I and then Keeland, Keeland, something like that. It's just like a woman's, like part of her face on the front of the cover. And I really enjoyed that one a lot too.
Yeah.
Both like very interesting women as the main characters in those books. Who have like an unhealthy obsession, basically.
Yeah. Aardvark's got some books. They know how to pick some.
They really do. Yep.
They knows how to pick some.
Yep.
You're currently reading another one?
Yep.
Well, you're reading 2 Aardvark books.
No, I'm reading 3 Aardvark books.
Did you start the invited one?
I sure did. So I'm actually reading 3 Aardvark books right now.
You have it, but you haven't read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very, very good.
Yeah. I need it. I said I need it, but I haven't read it.
I said I need it, but still need to read it.
I said I need it,
that was our phrase
but still need to
for a
read
reel
it.
that we just made recently. Yep.
Those are books that you have, but you haven't read them yet. All 460 of them.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got our Aardvark link in the description like we normally do, so if you have yet to check them out.
Seems like a lot of you already hooked, which is good.
Yes, but if you're not, for some reason, and you want to check them out, you can get a book for $4. And yeah, if you like Aardvark enough and you're using them already, then send our link to someone else that, would like them too. And then, we have our book sandwich, sticker, link. I just held up the bag.
Let me show it again. Let me show the sandwich sticker.
That's in the description too.
In case you don't know what a book sandwich looks like.
There you go. There it is.
It's very glary.
And then I have the link to our Patreon as well, which is where we kind of are gathering in between meetings for our virtual book club. So that's like where you would go to be a part of all of it, because then I will share the link on the day of when we meet for that. That is where I will share it. It's also where we vote on books and all that too. So
yeah,
so I have that.
We are getting close to where we'll vote for our June book.
Yes.
We have the May book picked out.
We might actually even vote out into July too. Like probably have.
So we're getting close. So if you want to be able to vote on the book, join the Patreon. We do need to start posting on there more often. Yeah. Just chat a little more on there. Yeah. Because it's nice. Nice place to chat books.
Yeah, in general, and then talk about the current read. Talk about it like as we lead up to when we meet, which takes place on Google Meet. So that's where the face-to-face
Google
meeting happens. But yeah,
it is fun.
So I think that's it. Slightly shorter episode tonight.
Wrap up earlier. If anyone has any ideas for a future video, like for next week,
for a specific topic,
because
or books you want
surprisingly
to see us
had no. We just filmed our beer and books on Saturday night.
Yeah, we did it only 2 nights ago. A lot of the time we film on Friday, which still wouldn't have been that long ago, but.
So we showed all of our new books then. So we didn't get any new books in the last 2 days.
We don't have anything to show, but we'll just chat about books in general. So
I'm sure by next week we'll have some books to show.
Yeah,
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We have a lot.
We'll have Geneva Rose's book by then for sure.
That's true.
But other than that, I don't know.
That's true.
But we'll come up with a topic, or you can let us know if there's anything you really want to hear about.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. We will talk to you
See you guys next week.
time.